All right, peace. How we doing, family? Um, I've been waiting to make this video for quite some time. You know, it's something that's been on my mind for quite some time, and something I've been wanting to get off my chest, and something that I feel needs to be said. That I feel a lot of people aren't saying, but probably want to say as well. And that's it. This ADOS movement makes me cringe, man. It makes me cringe. Why do we feel that as black people, okay, we have to go into other people's face, okay, and into the government's face with our hands stretched out for a handout? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Here it is, 2019, okay? And with as many intelligent black people as we have today in 2019, okay, these Negroes still want to go in white folks' face with their hand out. Like, like white folks got something that they don't have or that they need. You know what I mean? It makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. What is the point of that? I saw on Mr. Research's channel a couple of months ago some rally with a bunch of black folks outside of Mitch McConnell's house, who's the Speaker of the House, or he's a high-ranking Republican in the Congress. And they're standing outside of his house with holding signs talking about cut the check, cut the check, cut the check. And it just, it rubbed me the wrong way. Okay? Because as a black person in 2019, and see, this is why I'm glad I got my platform so that I can express myself. Okay? See, Mr. Research didn't see anything wrong with it. Okay, but for me, as a black person in 2019, shouldn't we have advanced past that point? Shouldn't we have advanced past the point of having to go stand out in front of white politicians' houses with signs and stuff up talking about cut a check, cut a check? It makes no sense. And this looks like it was on a weekday in the middle of the week. You mean to tell me these people didn't have jobs? Okay, you mean to tell me these people didn't have businesses of their own? They didn't have money to go make of their own? Okay? They just got all this time, all this free time to, stand out in front of Mitch McConnell's house, talk about cut a check. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but that shit just don't make no sense to me. You know what I mean? It just don't make sense to me. My logical brain just doesn't work like that. Okay? It certainly isn't something I would want to participate in. Yeah. I'd rather go figure out a way to make some more money. Or get some more money in my pocket. Or I'd rather go figure out some new business venture I can get involved in than sitting up there talking about being in Mitch McConnell's face, all in front of Mitch McConnell's house. Like, what is that gonna accomplish? Okay? When they did bring those people to Congress for the hearing on reparations, you saw who they brought up there. They brought a bunch of clowns up there. They made a mockery of it. Okay, I don't care how much money Yvette Carnell and Tones Talk put into lobbyists to go to DC and you know and try to lobby. All they gonna do is just make a mockery of it. Politics don't work for African Americans the way it works for other groups in this country. I'm sorry, you don't have to accept that. It don't work the way for you. It's not as easy for you. You don't just get to go and just get a lobbyist and have your images brought to the forefront. As black people, you're gonna have to compete. The only way you're gonna get notoriety and attention is if you go out here and you economically compete with these other people and you win. And that's how you will get notoriety and get your issues heard. Okay? You have to actually compete on the field of competition. You don't just get to show up with a couple of signs and some lobbyist money and have your issues brought to the forefront the way other groups do. It don't work like that for black people. It just don't work. Black people need to understand you are a special group in this country. You are a unique group. What works for these other groups isn't going to work for you. You have to have a different strategy. Okay, and standing up in white folks' face with your hand stretched out isn't going to get it to you either. And then the whole movement just seems... You know, you can feel in your gut if something is righteous or not, or if something has momentum or not. And this whole movement just doesn't have that. First of all, you got Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks as the face of it. And they're not even congenial. They're not even likable people. They're not even inspiring people that anyone would want to have as the face of a movement. They're just not. That's not who they are. That's not who they are. But what they do want is that they want to somehow monetize this whole thing and get paid off of it. I know that much. I think they want to be like a Black Koch brothers. I think they just want to set themselves up so that black people just keep feeding them money. And then they just keep on trying to lobby the government, but nothing ever really is going to get done. But what's going to happen is they just going to get fed with a bunch of fucking money. It's just a big money grab for them, and I'm not going to participate in that. You know, the whole movement just makes me cringe. And we are intelligent, talented black people. A lot of us are business owners, content creators. Why do we have to go to white people with our hands stretched out in 2019? This ain't 1965 anymore, okay? Those days are over. Alright? Get the likes up. Let me know what y'all think.